Hey, it's Brian Mayer with Remax One. I want to talk to you today about buying a house with no money. I'm out here in Scientist Cliffs along the Chesapeake Bay kayaking, and I want to talk to you about not some investment convoluted late night infomercial strategy, but literally buying a house with, at settlement, getting back any money you invested, and when it's all said and done, you have spent no money. So first of all, let me just say that you will need to use some money to pay for inspections and an earnest money deposit, but you can get that money back at the settlement table. So let me explain. First of all, you're going to need some sort of a deposit. You're going to need to put up some money to tell the seller that you're not going to just walk away from your offer. It's called an earnest money deposit or a good faith deposit. Generally, that's about $1,000. Next, you may or may not need some inspections, but I would highly recommend a lot of inspections. Home inspection, a well test if you have a well, a septic test if you have a septic. If you're in Southern Maryland, a radon test is a good idea. Generally, no more than about $2,000 would cover all of your inspections. Now, I know of 3 loan programs that require no money down. The first one's called USDA. It's in all of Southern Maryland. There are a few areas that are not eligible, but for the most part, everywhere is eligible down here. The second one is VA for veterans. The third one is Navy Federal has a no money down loan program that is fantastic. I had somebody doing it with only a 610 credit score. So the way that we buy a house with no money is you put your earnest money and your deposits out to buy the house, and then you ask the seller to pay your closing costs to include your earnest money deposit and your inspection. So if your normal closing costs are $8,000 and you have $2,000 out for your earnest money and inspections, you would ask for $10,000 total. And then when you go to settlement, you would actually get a check for any money that you have spent out of pocket. So if your lender requires you to pay for your appraisal out of pocket, mine generally doesn't, but if yours does, you would be entitled to get that back. You could get back the money you spent on inspections, and you can get your earnest money deposit back. So I went to settlement just a month or two ago, and the sellers got a check for $1,900 at the table. That was all the money they had spent. They had a no money down loan. Their first payment wasn't for almost 2 months, and they were super happy. So if you'd like to get out and look at houses or talk about some strategies, I'd love to talk to you. This is Brian Mayer with Remax One. I hope you have a fantastic day.